Well, it's seriously been a while since I've recorded anything. So in today's little video, I thought I'd do a bit of an informative video and talk about the steering lock failure. So a couple of months ago, I had the steering lock failure in my car and I was stranded outside of work. So I had no way home. Obviously, I initially thought it was my key, battery gone or something like that, so the car wouldn't start. And then I did some research and found out that it was the steering lock. So basically what happens when you have the steering lock failure is the car just won't turn on, the steering wheel won't unlock or anything like that, and you're stranded. And it's all because of a little chip like that big and like a motherboard type system in the engine bay that fails. And the chip's like $1,000. So I thought I'd put together a quick video of what I did to fix the issue. Without doing the expensive route of going for the $1,000 chip and having to tow it to Nissan or something like that to fix it up. So basically what you're wanting to do is get the steering wheel unlocked. So there's a small box under the steering wheel column. Some people say you can hit it with a hammer and that will just jolt it enough to let the car unlock the steering wheel, and then you can put it into the ACC mode. You don't want to turn the car on. That's a big one there. Don't turn the car on just yet. So basically, this box here, which you can't really see in the camera at all. There we go, this one here. Basically, you want to tap that one with a hammer. That sometimes can work, sometimes won't work. But what I did is these wires up here. Let me see if I can get the camera. So what I did is I got these wires up here. There's a pink one. I put a pin in the pink wire, and then I grounded it with a screwdriver up to somewhere up here. And then while you're doing that, try click the start button, and you just want to get into ACC mode. You'll know when it happens because everything unlocks and whatnot, and then the car, you know, does its thing. Pretty simple stuff. Basically what you want to do is go to your engine bay, where your battery side is, and you want to undo all of this. There's a black box under here that you want to pull out. So basically you pull that black box out. You got to be careful because you don't want to pull the wire out that's holding it all in, and you can kind of just slide the cover off, and then you can see two columns of chips. It's the fourth one from the bottom, sorry, on the left hand side. It should be about 8, I think the code's like A10, and it does say steering lock or something from the American cars, I believe. New Zealand cars and Japanese, so it didn't say anything, so I just had to look for like A10, and then just pull that out. Put it all back together and you should be able to start the car. Keep the car in ACC while you're doing all that stuff. Don't turn it on or turn it off or something after you got the steering lock done. You want to leave it in ACC while you pull that box out. And then the car should be pretty much good to go. So it happened about 4 or 5 months ago for me. I haven't had the issue since or anything really with the car. So there's no real faults or anything like that. I've read that it's, you know, people have done it 5 years ago and everything's all good. My car's on 135,000 Ks, so what's that, like 60, 70,000 miles, and so I guess you can never really know when this issue is going to happen. So if you're going to buy a 370Z, this is definitely something you should probably do if it's an early model Z. Get that done before you end up being stranded in the middle of a meet or something like that. The only thing I really get is sometimes, there you go, click the start button. It's taken a couple of seconds to turn into ACC mode, and then it's pretty much all good. So that's the only thing I have, is just a delayed reaction from when I try to start the car. That's everything no other issues with the car. Alright, so if you like this kind of video, let me know.